Apparently his mom got scammed for trying to pay for his legal fees.
If he does stay outside of the United States for long enough, he stays in the Philippines for long enough, yes, that green card might have some issues. Well, I don't think he somehow ends up in North Korea or Mogadishu or somewhere else, jump through a third country. Maybe he ends up in Dubai or somewhere in Europe, or would say, yeah, sure, you pay us some money, come in, get a residency, you're fine. And there are plenty of countries that you can buy a residency.
We got some big updates on Vitali Zorovetsky right now. And this time, the news isn't just your regular headline, it's actually wild, straight up shocking. Vitali is officially trying to buy citizenship in another country. Yes, for real. Buying citizenship like it's up for sale on some secret market? And now you're probably asking yourself, hold on, isn't he already from America? Doesn't he already have both American and Russian citizenship? You'd be right, he does. But here's where it gets crazy. Even with citizenship in two major countries like that, Vitali's out here scrambling to get a third one. Why? Because he's desperate to escape from the Philippines. Yeah, you heard it right, desperate to get out of the Philippines. That's the main reason he's making these big moves. And the wildest part is, both America and Russia already said they don't want anything to do with him anymore. Not only that, they both supposedly told the Philippines to go ahead and punish him for whatever he did, just so nobody else out there thinks they can pull the same kind of stunts. So right now, word's spreading that the Philippines is already making moves to deport Vitaly Zorovetsky after he deals with some minor consequences for his actions. Yeah, minor consequences. Because let's be real, there's no way Vitaly's looking at 20 or 29 years in jail like some rumors have been saying. People in the know, like legal experts and folks from legal mindset, already said that's just not happening.
Once he serves his time or gets whatever sentence the judge gives him, which may not come for another year or 2 years or however long. So once that sentence is given to him, then after he serves the time in prison or however else and gets out, yes, then he will have to go somewhere.
But here's the thing. Since both Russia and America straight up said, nope, we're not taking him, the Philippines is stuck needing a third country to send him off to. And Vitali, along with his parents, now has to figure out exactly where he's gonna land. Even after serving whatever light sentence they give him, he's pushing to get deported, either back to one of his countries or anywhere else that'll let him in. So now, fresh reports are coming in. Vitali is out here buying up properties and throwing money into investments in different countries, all just so he can settle down and score himself some new citizenship. Man's really trying every angle to lock in a new home, and that's not even the wildest part. In this same mix, there's a rumor heating up that's about to make noise. Vitali's mom just got scammed by somebody through crypto.
Apparently his mom got scammed for trying to pay for his legal fees. So according to his mom, she sent crypto to someone claiming to be his lawyer because nothing says legitimate legal transaction like sending crypto to a random wallet address. And it's just sad because she's in that generation of people that fall for stupid stuff like that. I feel awful for Vitali's family as it's unfair to them that he put them in this situation to begin with.
Yeah, for real. Vitali's own mom caught up in a crypto scam. See, she's been moving money using crypto to help get Vitali out of his situation. Cause as y'all know, when it comes to crypto, nobody can trace where that money's going. No government, no banks, it's off the radar. So Vitali's mom has been sending crypto for all kinds of secret deals, trying to keep Vitali's moves hidden. Honestly, I gotta say, I'm fully with Atsi on this one. Vitaly Zorovetsky is definitely out here scrambling, trying hard to escape from the Philippines. And his mom is out here fighting just as hard to make it happen. Right now, things are getting dangerously serious for both of them. Like folks always say, when trouble hits, it doesn't just come from one side, it hits you from all directions. And that's exactly what's happening with Vitali. They've already burned through most of their money, trying everything to wiggle out of this mess, bribing Philippine authorities, intimidating the victim, pulling whatever tricks they could. And even after all that, they lost nearly everything. Word is, they even sold their home to keep things moving. But here's where it gets even worse. They ended up getting scammed too. So now imagine if Vitali tries buying residency or full-on citizenship somewhere else. How much more cash would that take? And after this latest scam, he's got zero profit to show for it. Things are looking real rough for him now. If all the cash they had is really gone, Vitali and his mom could be out here begging in the future, especially if they end up stuck in some low-income country with nothing left. That's real trouble. Even legal mindset brought up the big question. Where's Vitali heading next?
If he does stay outside of the United States for long enough, he stays in the Philippines for long enough, yes, that green card might have some issues. It's potential that he could have some issues coming back to the United States, might have to go through some sort of recertification process or have some sort of chit chat with the embassy and see if they can fix things. But there might be an issue there on his U.S. immigration side. And that's a very interesting side of the story where he might ultimately have these issues that are created by the fact he was arrested in the Philippines and held in the Philippines.
Russia's already made it clear they're not taking him back. And now, the United States is throwing even more problems Vitali's way. His green card, it's basically done for. Since Vitali's been out of the US most of the time, and now he's officially an arrested criminal, that green card ain't valid anymore. I'll break this down deeper later. But first, pay attention to why both Russia and the US are shutting their doors on him, and what's really going on right now. According to folks over at Legal Mindset, Vitali's green card is as good as gone. If you know how things work in the States, you already get it. You can't just disappear outside the country for too long without clearing it first. That's part of the rules with a green card. Vitali already lost over 6 months sitting in a Philippine jail, and there's a real chance he'll be stuck there for 12 months or even longer. So the U.S. Embassy isn't trying to help him anymore either. They've already made it clear they don't want anything to do with Vitali's deportation.
Of course, the Russian embassy and American embassies are all very aware of Vitali. They've all openly commented on Vitali, or rather said, hey, at least we're not taking him, we're not deporting him, we're not helping him in a special way more than we would anybody else. I think those are fair statements, and that's fine. The U.S. Embassy said they're monitoring it, so I know they're paying attention to it. So certainly whenever he is out, it's going to be a situation that is going to be watched by the embassies.
You already know how strict Donald Trump's immigration policies have been, right? That's exactly why Vitaly Zorovetsky isn't going to catch any kind of break from the U.S. system now. There's really no chance. His green card is done, wiped out, and any type of remission won't mean a thing for him. Everyone can see it clear as day. But now the real question is, what's Vitali's next move? Especially since Russia flat out said they don't want him back either. From how it's looking, he'll probably go for some third country, most likely a third world country. Why? Because he's still got a good chunk of his money left. And if he flips those dollars in a country with a weaker currency, that cash stretches way further. But whether he'll really find an opportunity there, that's the part nobody knows for sure. You can even drop your thoughts on that in the comments. Even Legal Mindset called out this exact problem, and I agree with them. Right now, plenty of countries are straight up selling residency. Some are even selling full-on citizenship. That's why everything feels like it's building up to one big moment. Vitali's about to buy himself another citizenship just to stay in the game. Now here's where things hit another level. While Vitali scrambles to lock in new citizenship, word is spreading that he's already reaching out to shady agents and middlemen across different countries. These aren't official government channels. Nah, these are private dealers known for selling passports under the table. People close to the situation say Vitali's family is moving quick, offering big cash just to get him out of this mess. But with so much attention on his name right now, even the usual sketchy passport dealers might hesitate. Nobody wants that kind of heat. At the same time, some sources are saying Vitali's already looking at countries in South America or small islands where things are less strict and money talks louder than paperwork. Places where all you really need is dollars and the right connection.
I don't think he somehow ends up in North Korea or Mogadishu or somewhere else that's kind of wacky. At worst, he might jump through a third country. Maybe he ends up in Dubai or somewhere in Europe or South America or somewhere else before he bounces around if he had some issues with his U.S. residency. So maybe he would end up going to a third state that would say, yeah, sure, you pay us some money, come in, get a residency, you're fine. And there are plenty of countries that you can buy a residency.
Now here's another twist in this whole Vitali situation. While he's out there trying to score new citizenship, reports say international banks are starting to freeze any accounts linked to his name. Yeah, it's getting that serious now. Banks don't want to get caught up in any legal mess, so they're flagging anything connected to Vitali or even his family. That's why his mom switched everything to crypto in the first place. But even crypto isn't 100% safe anymore. Some crypto platforms are getting pressured to block accounts tied to criminal investigations, and Vitali's name keeps popping up on those lists. On top of that, some countries he's looking at for new citizenship are starting to back away. They don't want their name tied to a high-profile case like this. Even smaller countries that usually sell citizenship easy are thinking twice. And people close to the situation are saying Vitali's spending money way faster than he's bringing anything in. Between paying off lawyers, crypto scams, and fake passport deals, his bank accounts are drying up. Now there's a fresh layer to Vitali's drama. While he's busy hunting for a new citizenship, word is international banks are starting to lock up any accounts tied to him. It's getting real ugly now. These banks don't want any smoke from government agencies, so they're freezing anything with Vitali's name or even connected to his family's money. That's exactly why Vitali's mom jumped into crypto moves from the jump. She figured, no paper trail, no problem. But that plan's falling apart too. Crypto platforms nowadays aren't like before. They're catching heat from authorities and getting told to block accounts tied to criminal stuff. And guess whose name keeps flashing on those flagged lists? Vitali's. And if that wasn't enough, countries he's been eyeing for a fresh passport are slowly backing away. They're like, nah, we don't want to be part of this circus. Even the smaller countries that usually sell citizenship without blinking are now double-checking everything. Meanwhile, people close to the situation say Vitali's burning through his cash faster than water running through an open faucet. Between lawyers, crypto losses, fake passport setups, it's draining him out fast. His accounts are drying up and options are shrinking by the day. And trust me, this isn't the kind of thing that stays quiet for long. If you haven't heard it yet, you definitely will soon. Vitaly Vetsky is officially out here buying citizenship next. Now, which country he's going to lock in isn't confirmed yet, but from what people close to the situation are saying, he's most likely looking at a middle-tier country. Why? Because going to a big-name country would hit him with high expenses and make it harder to lay low. That's why picking a medium-type country makes way more sense right now. Honestly, I'm thinking the same thing. But what about you? Which country do you think Vitali's gonna choose? Drop your guess down in the comments below. And if you want more breakdowns like this, make sure to hit that like button, share this with your crew, and don't forget to subscribe for the next update.